I'm Avalaura.
And I'm Jessica.
And this is Black Women Leave America podcast, where we highlight holistic wellness, travel, mental health, and self-care through traveling outside of America to reconnect and rediscover who you are. It's time for us to leave any condition that disrupts our peace. Black Women Leave America opens your eyes and explores new ways of living, but more importantly, new ways of being. Because sometimes you have to leave in order to find yourself. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Black Women Leave America podcast, the live edition. We are doing another reaction video. I have not watched this, so we're going to react to it all at the same time. I am your host, Avalaura. This is your other amazing host. And so today we want to talk about, we've talked about this a lot of different times, but it never gets old. We always still have questions. So if you decide that you want to leave America, you want to move abroad, what do you do next? So that's what this video was talking about. That's what we're going to react to. And let's see what it do.
The country and don't know where to start? I'm Nala. I left the U.S. 6 months ago. Let me help you get started. Research where you are going. You can never get too much information on a place that you want to go. Think about the things that you need. So you need to obtain or renew your passport. Make sure you apply for your passport in advance, or you do have the option to get the same-day passport. Make sure you research the vaccination requirements for the place that you are going as well. The last thing that you want to happen is for you to arrive to the country and they don't let you in because you are underprepared. Next, you are going to apply for a visa. Now, if you're interested in living a nomadic lifestyle like me, that is less complicated, especially if you have a U.S. passport. But there are several options if you want to stay in a country long term. There are education visas, digital nomad visas, work visas, so do your research. Lastly, you need to arrange your move. I recommend arriving and staying in Airbnb or hotel to get a feel for the area. Then you can tour different apartments or properties in person. This way you're not just signing a contract without ever seeing the place first. Follow me for more travel tips and tricks.
Okay. That's pretty standard, right? Of like what we've seen, what we talked about before. What I would add to it, now she's talking about being a digital nomad, so that's a little different, right? So if you're not aware, digital nomad means you're not living in that place. You might be visiting for a month, 2 months, 3 months, or what have you. And if you're interested in learning more about that, we have a whole interview with Sawita, who talks about that. She's now moved to Ghana, but when we interviewed her, she was a digital nomad and she would go to different places every 6 to 8 weeks, I think, somewhere around that. So that's a little different than moving. So I need to clarify that, because if you're moving, you want to visit the place before you move. You don't want to just research online and be like, oh, this seems cool, let me just go. You actually want to go there, feel it out, see how you like it. You know, if you're an energy person, feel the energy, you know, all that stuff, and then decide if you want to go there. You might go to several places, right, before you decide where you want to go. But if you are doing that digital nomad life, that's, you know what, let me spend a month or two here. Let me spend a month or two over here in Ghana. Let me spend a month or two over here in Thailand. Let me spend a month or two over here in Belize, right? So now you can, you know, you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's like you're gone. You still might need to sell your stuff and move and do all of that here in the US, but you're just going to different places. You haven't committed to one particular place yet.
Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm like, you don't have nothing to add.
You pretty much just, I mean, like, between you and her, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, you know? I guess I'll give my reaction to the video. She needs to take off the CapCut at the end. So there's a little button you click on the end of it. You just click on it, and then it deletes that little, so you don't have to promote that.
I didn't like that noise, that bloop. I was like, yo, what's that?
You don't like the bloop?
No, I don't. But now, let me be clear. I'm the person who keeps their phone on silent. I don't want that noise.
Same. Oh, I cannot. Oh, Oh, so we
I
always
don't
going
like
through the
notifications. I don't like none. It gets on my
none of
nerves.
it. None of it. I turn it all off. All off. So if you tag me on something and I don't respond for a couple hours, that's why.
Yeah.
I get the notification when I get the notification. When I log into the app and I see that there's notifications, then I respond.
Exactly.
I just, for my peace, I cannot allow my phone to just continuously rattle off like that.
I
But
would
for
get nothing
hers,
done.
girl, oh,
Nothing.
oh, I don't even have text message notifications on. That's how bad
I
I
mean,
am.
I
I don't
have
even get
that,
notifications
but
about
it's
those.
no noise because everything is silent. So I just see the icon come up.
I love it. I love how we're so alike. Um, said, yeah, I don't know. Just remove that cap cut at the end. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was kind
Everything.
of little.
She was out. She was on it
I
with
wanted to
everything.
know where she went. Like, where'd you go?
Did she
Um,
say?
She just said she was gone for
No,
6 months. Now
she
she might.
did. Hold on.
Oh,
She
what'd she
did.
say?
Hold on.
Moving out the country and don't know where to start? I'm Nala. I left the US 6 months ago. Let me
Oh
help
no,
you
she
get
didn't.
started. Research where you are going. You can
She
never
But she didn't
finish
didn't.
where
tell
you
us
are.
where she at.
I thought she said I left to somewhere, but no, she did not. She
So she's
said
been
I
gone for
left.
6 months. Now, as a part of your research, right? Definitely check out our interviews. They are there for a reason. They are there for a reason. Some of you are asking questions about things that we have already covered 2, 3, 4, 10 times. Just
Yeah.
period. Like if you know that you want to live abroad, periodically just pick a video. Just pick a woman that speaks to you, that and just watch.
And just
A
watch.
lot of your
I
questions
love
are
it.
going to get answered
I love it.
because we've interviewed, I don't know, 50, 60, 100, I don't even know how many women at this point we've
Oh my
interviewed.
God. That's a
But a
good
lot of women, a lot of different stories, a lot of differences, a lot of similarities. So
look. That's
you
a
definitely want to check it out. That's a part of your research.
that's the part of your research is definitely to look and see, you know, who resonates with you or what places resonate with you. I think more. One of the interviews that we did, and I can't remember who it was, darn it, who said it, but they started off with identifying. I think it might have been Barbara. This last episode we did about Barbara. Identify like what you want to have around you and what environment you want. Do you want more of a party environment? Do you want more of a
Mm-hmm.
like beach environment?
Yeah.
Do you like being around nature and things like that? And take that into consideration when you're trying to identify where you want to go, which I think is one of the reasons why every time I think about it, I'm like, because I kind of want a little bit of both, a
Now,
little bit of all
but
of it
that's where the digital nomad life comes in.
comes in, right?
Like that's the
Absolutely.
beautiful thing. Like if you're not ready to commit to an area, right?
You
If
don't
you're
have
not
to.
sure,
Yeah.
that's the cool thing. Like I'm gonna tell you, when I moved to Vegas for 6 months, it was such a freeing experience because I was like, wow, like I could live wherever, and it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be permanent. I can just
Yeah.
discover a new way of living in a new place for a period of time and just come on back home.
Yeah.
And you can do
Yeah.
the same thing. You can do the same thing.
Absolutely.
You can just be like, I'm not ready. Maybe 6 months out of the year, I'll stay here. Or, like I said, I'll go here for 3 months and I'll go here for 3 months and then I'll come back home for 6 months. So this is your life. Like, that's the beautiful thing. Like, you get to
Get to
design it, you
decide.
get to create it. So
Yeah.
there's no
Love that.
limits. It's about what do you want to do. So when
Yeah.
you're thinking about relocating, it doesn't have to be like this one size fits all. It doesn't have to look a particular way. You can figure out how you want it to be. And I think watching the videos, it'll help you because you'll start to see like what's possible. Because some of
Absolutely.
you like are putting limits on your dreams because you don't even know what's possible.
And I think that's a huge part of it. A huge part of it is putting limits on yourself because that's where we live. Where we live, the place that we live in, a good old US of A, right? USD, US of A. That's what we've been told our whole lives. It's like that train of thought, right? Like homeboy had said in the last video that we did that interview, right? It really is now starting. I'm like, I actually kind of see where he was going with that, right? It is that brainwashing of you go to school, you become whatever career, you stay in the house, you leave, That's it. No one ever talks about the whole part of, oh no,
The possibilities, the dreams.
actually, no. You might try something, might not like it, then you go and you do something else because that's really what life is like. You go
Yeah,
into and you're like, I don't think I really no, don't
yeah,
want it. And then you go and you try something else and you're like, oh,
yeah.
actually, this is cool. But you have the whole world to explore. You don't have to
Got
stay
the
in just
whole
one
world.
place.
Like I'm about to sing the song. He's got the whole world in his hands.
That's okay. You can sing it. I'm gonna sing it with you. Got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole wide world in his hands. That makes me think of Ray. What is it called? Ray Charles, Ray Charles movie. I don't
Got the
know how.
children and the babies in his hands. Oh my goodness. Okay.
He got the little bitty babies. Oh my gosh, Lord. I have not heard that song in a long.
Me
That's what's wrong
either.
with the world. That's what's wrong with the world. They don't got songs like that no more. that's the kind of
Um,
that's the kind of stuff we used to have to listen to.
oh, wholesome. Oh, we were so naive. Oh,
Right.
wholesome and innocent.
Right.
Not
And
no
that's why
more.
when we got into the world, we got slapped. It's like, what the heck is that? What is going on? Why? No.
Right. Why would you do that? Why are people like that? Well, I don't understand.
Like, what's wrong with you? No, I mean, like, what's really wrong with you? Did you not listen
Let
to
me
he
tell you
got the
something.
whole world in his hands? You obviously didn't
It's a
listen to.
privilege to be innocent and not to have to know the realities.
Hey, that's supposed to be
Okay.
on social media. It's supposed to be Facebook update. You must not didn't listen to he got the whole wide world in his hands. That's why you're such a horrible human being.
That is so funny. That's so funny.
Anywho, but
And that's
yes,
why many are leaving to escape the horrible human beings and going abroad. Okay.
somebody was talking about we out of the world, and they were saying that that's why we messed up because we ain't got no songs like that no more. Anybody making we
Who's
are the
gonna get
world?
together and do collabs like that?
Drake and what's his face?
Okay, hold on. Okay, I am not even into hip hop like that, but is Drake really suing him? Is he suing him
that's
over a beef?
See,
If
that's
that is not the
different.
most punk move I have ever seen in my life,
And that's
he
basically what
has
they
he cannot call himself a hip hop artist, bruh. Where is he from? Go back to Canada. Where is he?
wait. Lord, wait.
If you can't stand the heat, how is that going to be your profession? And now when it's getting too hard, this is what you want to do? Bruh, where's your resilience?
Once again,
Where's
he
your
didn't listen
resilience?
to. He's got the whole world in his hands. He didn't listen to that.
Listen, all that dirt you done did.
Girl.
And somebody say something about you and you can't take it.
You can't say,
I am nowhere near where Drake is. Let's be clear. We are nowhere near where Drake is. And people get up on here behind a little keyboard and say, well, all that kind of stuff they want to say. You don't see me, I'm going to sue you. It's part of the course. It comes along with the territory. That's a part of doing the work that you say you want to do, that this is your dream. So take it.
No, so
listen, you done rumble with the wrong bee.
So what this goes back to is, have you seen those videos of the different generations hitting, like a guy walking up against the wall and you like generation 80s kids like, ow, okay, so there's this thing on TikTok where it's like 80s kids walk up against the wall, ow, keep moving. 90s kids walk up against the wall, ow, okay, keep moving. But kids from the 2000s and everything else walk up against the wall, fall on the floor, fall out crying.
Ow, I broke my hip.
Oh my God.
Child.
And how can you ask me to wash the dishes? They're dirty. My daughter told me that. I said, I'm gonna knock you in the head with something right now.
No, my 17-year-old, you ask her to do any chore. It don't matter what the chore is, any chore. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, I'm on my period. Oh, my back hurts. And I told her, I was like, you the little boy who cried wolf. If you were ever in any pain, we would never believe you, and we would not care.
Exactly. And
Because you
that's
done
what's the
told us
thing.
this every single time. Or like my father used to say, this was what say in the South, you selling wolf tickets.
Selling wolf tickets. Oh, I just told my daughter that. She was like, what is a wolf?
This has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Just so you know, we are clear.
We already know, okay? Black women leave America is about Black women leaving America.
We
but
can
it's
go
also
off
about
on
Black culture.
Okay, yes.
And I think that's why it relates, because it is about Black culture and Black people and Black women and experiences that we have.
The shared Black experience.
Right.
What do you do when your child is supposed to do the dishes and they come up with this phony baloney excuse? What do you do when somebody has thoroughly cooked you so bad in social media that you just want to hide like a turtle? Do you sue them? Or you dust yourself off and, like Aaliyah said, first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again? Do you just, hey, you running high, you like, listen, dude, I'm out, like I'm gonna just go do something else? What do you do?
Yeah,
do you leave America?
Money. I get money. I monetize it. I turn on my monetization.
That's our name. His name is in our mouth. When have you ever heard me talk about Drake? I don't give a gosh darn diddly about a Drake. I ain't never talked about this man. His name is in my mouth.
Facts. And which I think that's probably what his strategy is. So
but he's a punk.
No, he's definitely, yeah. But I think he's using this in some kind of way. I'd be interested to see how this turns out. I'm gonna be hopeful that he's using it as a strategy, and then he's gonna come out with like a song with both of them on it or something at a later date. So
no, Kendrick Lamar is not doing a song with him. There's no "We Are the World."
He
coming.
will for enough money.
There's no "We Are the World." We are the world.
Yes, it will.
There's no "We Are the World." No.
Tell Kendrick gonna give him a good couple million. He gonna be. Ain't nobody say I gotta look at you while I'm doing it. We are the world. We are the children.
Kumbaya.
He gonna be singing it.
Oh, okay. Kumbaya. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so y'all already know who that was. I don't think I need to explain that to you.
We love y'all. We know y'all watching this like, what in the hell? And it's okay. And some of you are laughing along with us. We love y'all. Y'all are our people. We appreciate you.
No, all of them are laughing along with us. Anybody that watched this show, that watched this podcast, and listen to this podcast, if you're not watching,
there are some people who don't know us. They ain't never seen us before. Welcome. This is who we are. We show up authentically.
Hey.
We show up authentically, and we want you to show up authentically too. Okay. So laugh.
Oh, y'all better be glad I ain't got my beats on my shoes.
Oh, not the sounds.
The sounds. I got some of them still. Look at this one. What is this? Why did they put this in here? Oh, that was cool. Why is it called Feeding Ducks though? Because I thought some ducks was gonna quack. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of Black Women Leave America.
This is about to turn into a music podcast. I didn't know. I was just going with it.
This was turn into a music podcast. So Avalaura is such a great co-host. She just rolls with my ADHD. I'll be off on a tandem. I'll be like, oh, what's this? What does this button do?
So if you have questions about relocating, okay, ask us in the comments, because more than likely it probably didn't get answered this episode. But there are other episodes that probably did a better job. So just ask us and we'll let you know.
I think homegirl at the beginning, like I said, we could have ended it with her. She did a pretty good job of summing that up. I'm just saying. But if you needed more information, or if you have more questions, or if you just are in a space where you're like, I need help doing this. Like, I don't know if I can do it. Hit us up. Let
That's
us know.
real. That is
We can
real.
talk.
Some of you really are struggling with mindset.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
mental shift. And then those are things that we need to work through. Like, what are the blockages? What are the mental shifts? It's if you say, oh, it's financial, oh, it's this, sometimes it is, and sometimes it really is just mentally. And it's, do you actually really even want to go? And what is it that you want to go for? Is your why even big enough? Because maybe there's another solution.
Woo, there we go. Well, with that, thank you for listening or watching another episode. Watching to another episode of Black Women Leave America podcast. Please make sure that you go ahead and do us this favor. Just leave a comment, even if you say hello in the comment. Even if you say, don't say nothing negative, because we don't like them comments. We don't like those. But say something positive. Leave a message for another Black woman. If you have left and you came across this, please leave a message for another Black woman of how she can leave, or a positive affirmation, a quote, something that can help and motivate.
We should do that every
me.
episode.
We should.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
See